payroll North America, Canada, and USA, and also talent and performance module and absence management. Of course, integration too. This is about a simple intro about myself. So let me explain. Let me explain today's session agenda. Okay. So first, we'll walk through the course content, and then we will also talk about what are the logistics we will provide as part of our regular sessions, like recordings, documents, certification materials, guidance, interview preparations, resumes, all I will list out. And then after, we'll clarify if you guys have any questions as well. Okay? On work different. Right. So before we start, does anyone have any questions I can help? Okay. Maybe feel free to stop me if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to address ones. Okay. Let's start from this way. What is the current version of the Workday, guys? So everyone is here to learn Workday, right? At least to explore Workday, to add this application to your career. What is the current version of the Workday? Anyone? What is the current update of Workday?
WDR1 2025.
WDR1 2025. Perfect. Thank you, ma'am. So the current version as of today is WD 2025 R1. WD stands for Workday, Work Day. 2025 stands for the year when this release happened. R1 stands for release 1. Release 1. Okay. So every year, Workday will release two updates once. We will call it as biannual updates. Biannual updates. One in February of every year. Another one is September. Okay. Every year Workday will release new updates. So for example, if we are using Android or iOS mobiles, right? So they will also release some software updates. Like let's say if iPhone 16, 16 September or August, maybe September, maybe 17 is going to be released. It may have new features, new design, new model, enhancements, so many things. Very similar to that, Workday also release two updates in a year called biannual updates. One will release in the February, another one will release in the September. The current one we are using is Workday 2025 R1. February 2025 R1. The next update is going to release in the month of September. We will call it as WD 2025 R2. Next year, I mean 2026 February, WD 2026 R1. So this is the nomenclature Workday has given for the new features. And these features, we have three types, guys. Technically saying two types, but Workday recently introduced another one, three types. One is automatic updates, another one is manual updates. You'll got as features, three types. Automatic updates, manual updates, another one is professional services. So basically we'll have two only, but Workday, some features we need to implement through the implementation partners. Automatic updates means what are the features Workday will release or of Workday directly deliver into the systems. I mean Workday applications directly they will deliver. No manual user intervention required. Maybe we need to run certain testings to ensure the new features are available, working correctly. Manual updates means it's up to customers' call whether if they want to enhance their current application, HR Workday application, they can go through this list of manual updates and they can implement. Don't worry, at high level, I'm explaining this. We have an in detail session about release management where we're going to discuss about what are the features currently Workday has been delivered, what are the upcoming features Workday will deliver, what is your role in the release management activity, how to run the testings, and what report you need to run to make sure the new features you have access. Okay, so we're going to work on that part. Okay, just high level. If someone asks a question, what is the current version of the Workday? This is your answer. To the same question, if someone asks after September, you can just change to R1 to R2. Okay, I'll explain in detail in our regular session. Apart from that, we will also talk about Workday deployment methodology in one of our longer session, which includes what is our roles and responsibility being a project manager, engagement manager, consultant, or individual contributor. What is the role of Workday? What is the role of implementation partner and customer? And what are the tools we will use during project implementations, like process books, workbooks for requirement data gathering? What is the process of requiring sign off? And what is the process of migrating data from one tenant to the another tenant for quality assessment purpose, testing purpose, or configuration purpose, post-production support activities? We all will discuss and what are the steps involved in the deployment methodology. We'll discuss all these uh, features. Yeah, I saw one of the comment. My voice is breaking. How about now? Sorry, guys. So unfortunately, network down today. Is my voice is clear?
It's little bit better.
Hi, everyone. Better. Okay. Okay. Please bear with me. I'm so sorry. Um, so due to bad weather, the network are disconnected in my community. Hopefully, it may be up. Please do let me know if you run into such issues. Okay. So we'll discuss the Workday deployment methodology in detail. Okay. So that's a 2 hour session. And the release management session. The reason is nowadays we have opportunities only for release management as well, owning the biannual release updates and features. Okay. So a simple introduction about Workday. Anyhow, I'm going to do a deep dive once we start our regular session. Currently, Workday supporting Workday HR, or you can call HCM, Workday Finance, Workday Supply Chain Management, and Workday Student Administration. So what we are going to learn here is Workday HCM. In one single word, from the day one employee joining the organization till employee separated or terminated from the organization, what are all activities are involved, we will configure, we will manage, we will maintain the data in the system. Okay. So Workday HCM, we are going to learn. This is one of the fast phasing model in Workday for Workday business. So quickly, I'll take you to the course content. So we'll discuss what are the topics I'm going to be we are going to be cover as part of functional and integrations, and then I will see if you guys have any questions. I'm happy to help you. Okay. So this course we designed for techno-functional means you're going to learn functional topics. You're going to be learn integration topics as well and reporting as well. So I'm going to walk through each and every attribute with some example scenarios. Please feel free to stop me if you have any questions. And remember, Workday also has advanced modules like payroll, absence, benefits that we are not learning because those are advanced modules. If anyone would like to upskill yourself in those modules, definitely you need to complete the Workday Core HR first, and then only you need to learn or upskill advanced module. It's not saying by me, it's saying by Workday. The reason is here you're going to manage and maintain the end-to-end employee data and link or assign the data or group the data with the advanced modules. So let me start here. Before we start, any questions? There's a question from our friend. What are the job profiles, positions that we can apply? Certainly, ma'am, I will help you. And if you guys have any questions, if you think to message the job box, questions and we can. I end of the session. Okay. Core concepts and navigation basics. What do you mean? So once you log into Workday application, how we will log into Workday application? Do we need any software? Do we need to install any application in our laptop or desktop? Absolutely not. Okay. It's a web-based application. So it's very simple. It's very simple. We need only URL, the client specific URL, username, password. This is only required. Copy the URL and paste it in the browser. It prompts you for username and password. You enter the unique username and your password. You will be landed in the Workday application. And you can access this application anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Okay. It's not like my database is sitting in Europe. I'm able to access only in European region. No, I can access in Asia Pacific, in North America as well. Access the application anywhere in the world. Okay. Right. So once you log into Workday, you will be landed on the landing page, or you can also call it as home screen. So on the home screen, we have search option where you can create task, view task, edit and modify task if required, home buttons, and also notifications, my tasks or inbox, sitemap, worklets or a shortcuts, announcements, okay, and different sections on the landing page. We all will go through each and every section and we'll try to understand what is the importance of this section and how does it helpful for our HR application or for our interviews if since we are preparing, we'll do a deep dive in that. To make it simple, once you log into Workday application, what are you seeing on the screen? What are those features? How those features are helpful for our day-to-day HR practice? That we will learn here. Okay, including Workday Assistant. And then after, we'll start the first chapter from organizations in Workday. Okay. So in Workday, we have around 12 organizations, guys. In fact, 13. Sometimes Workday include location as an organization. Sometimes they will remove that location as an organization. So 12 organizations we have in Workday. What are those? Supervisor organization, company, company hierarchy, region, region hierarchy, cost center hierarchy, location hierarchy, matrix organization, pay group, customer organization, business unit, plus location 13. Question: do we need to learn all these organizations? Being a consultant or admin, of course, yes, we have to learn all these organizations. But in real world, when you're implementing or supporting, right, not every customers may require all these organizations. Majority company cost center supervisory pay group or custom. Majorly 5 organizations only customers might require. Okay, but we will learn all the 13 or 12 plus 1, 13 organizations involved with real-time scenarios. Out of these 12 or 13 organizations, there is one organization called supervisory is a mandatory organization. This is the first thing we're going to create in Workday application. Why do we need to create? Because supervisor organization we need to create to manage and organize a hierarchy structure, to group the employees into hierarchy structure like executive people, management people, non-management people, individual contributors, contractors will be there, right? Any organization you can take. So we need to group them into hierarchy structure based on who reports to whom. Okay. Then after, that's the reason supervisor organization is unique one. Not only that, we need to create positions in supervisory. We need to hire employees only in the supervisory. We cannot see your updated screen regarding organizations. Guys, I'm presenting the Word document with HCM functional. Can someone confirm? Are you able to see the same or some other document? Okay, thank you. I got the confirmation. Thank you. So supervisor are mandatory because You can group employees into management hierarchy structure. You can create position. You can hire employee. You can define roles and responsibilities. You can also copy workflows or business process only to the supervised organizations. The four things, whatever listed, we need to perform only in the supervised organization, guys. It's not possible to perform on remaining other organizations. I cannot create a position in a cost center. I cannot hire an employee in the pay group. Okay? So everything needs to happen under supervised organization. Then after, we will also talk about how to manage and organizing organization, like create subordinate, assign superior, divide organization, move workers by organization, inactivate an organization if you think that organization not required. Okay, we'll discuss all those options. So not only configuring, so how to inactivate or delete option if applicable, and what are the impact assessment we need to do before you inactivate, whom do we need to engage in the calls before you inactivate, how to perform the impact assessment before you inactivate, everything we'll discuss. And then additional organization types and hierarchies, as I said, the remaining 12 organizations, plus how to assign the organizations, the additional organization, supervise the organization for to default and position and employee and reporting structure. This is about high level I'm explaining, okay? We'll do a deep dive, don't worry, once we start our session. Once we complete this chapter, we'll move on to the staffing models. In Workday, we have two types of staffing models are available. One is position management, another one is job management. First, we'll have overview. What is staffing models? What are the limitations of the staffing model? In which scenario you cannot change the staffing model? Okay, we'll discuss. And then we'll talk about hiring restrictions. What is hiring restrictions? For example, you are creating a position. The client told you to create a position. Before you create a position, you need some details, right? What is the position title? When you want this position effective in the supervisor organization, when you are planning to hire an employee into this position, earliest high date, effective date, and earliest high date. Where is this position is going to be work location? Where is this position? Is this position is for full time or part time? Is this position for regular or contract? Sorry, regular or casual? Is this position we are creating for employer, contractor, or contingent? What are the roles and responsibilities of this position? Is this position very difficult to fill or a critical job? Consolidatedly, all these attributes we will call it as hiring restrictions. We'll go through each and every attribute. What are the options under that? Which scenario we will select those options? We'll discuss. And then differentiating staffing models. As I said, we have two types of staffing models are available: position management and job management. So what are the two different types of, what are the key differences between the two different types of staffing models, position management and job management? Key characteristics, limitations, we will discuss. And then we'll move on to the how to select a staffing model. Here, I will come up with a case study, guys. I will come up with a case study. Means a real-time example. Okay? So we all will go through the case study, of course, after completing the entire chapter. Once you are digested the entire staffing model topic, understand the topic. Okay? We'll go through the requirement. I'll present a simple requirement. I expect we all will go through the requirement, analyze the requirement, understand the requirement, and recommend the right staffing model for the client. This will help you how to answer or how to analyze the provided data or requirement and provide a solution. And once we complete this chapter, we'll move on to the jobs and position. This is a very simple chapter in Workday. So what we'll learn here? So we're going to learn job profiles, job families, job family groups in Workday. Job profiles are mandatory in Workday. Why? Because it hold it holds positions additional key information. It holds positions additional key information. Okay. In position, You are able to define only certain attributes: location, time type, worker subtype, position title. But in job profile, you can define more information like, does this position require any work shift? What is this management level of this position? What is the job category of the position? Job level of the position? Is this position exempt or non-exempt? Is this position require any workman's compensation codes? Is this position pay rate type is hourly or salary? All the attributes will differ in the job profile and assign the job profile to the position so that the position is ready for hire. That's why job profile is mandatory. Job family groups are optional as per the workday material. But learning job family groups will help us to group advanced modules with workday, to create eligibility rules, to create conditional rules logics. So we'll also going to be learn job families and job family groups. So what exactly which means job family groups? Let's say you have three group of people, any organization you take. Executive people, management people, non-management people. Grouping all executive people under executive job family, grouping all management employees into management job family, grouping all non-management employees into non-management job family. And then group these three job families into one job family group. Managing, organizing job profiles. Simple. We'll learn this also. Then after, we'll also talk about how to create positions, how to create jobs, how to freeze positions, close positions. For example, a client told create three positions or two positions, position A, position B. Then the client said, hey, we don't have budget to hire any employee in position B. Instead, hide the position. Can I inactivate the position from the open status or unfilled status? The answer is yes, you can with the help of freeze position. So sometimes it happens, right? Customer will forecast how many positions they need. Based on that, we will create. Later, customer may say these many positions we don't for till next quarter because budget is not approved. We can't hire. So you can freeze those positions temporarily. Whenever the budget released, unfreeze the position so that the position is available for hire. Similarly, we do have close option. If you think the position, whatever you have created, in future you don't want those positions, permanently you can close the positions. Permanently, you can close the position. Point to be noted, you don't have delete options in position. Sometimes in interview, people will try to confuse us. Can I delete a position? Answer is no, you cannot. But alternatively, you can close the position. Okay? Right. So in which scenario we can freeze, which scenario we can close, in which scenario we cannot freeze nor close, we'll discuss. Okay? After completion of this chapter, we'll move on to the next chapter called compensation. Very interesting, very important. Why it is important? Because on compensation, multiple modules has dependency, guys. Recruitment is depends on the compensation. Benefits module is depends on the compensation. Payroll is depends on the compensation. Performance modules is also depends on the compensation. I'll high level, I will explain how and why it is depends on the compensation data. So if you choose compensation consultant role, then remember you also need to work with all these four module consultants as well. So you have to do coordination with them. Okay, we'll talk about that in our regular session. Someone gave a red mark. Okay. So, okay. Compensation. The first will have a overview, guys. Okay. What is compensation? What are the types of compensation we have in Workday? What are the compensation specific business process, 5 business process we have in Workday? What are the dependency on of the compensation we have in Workday on 4 modules? First, we'll have overview, and then we'll talk about compensation components, which includes compensation grade profile, salary plan, hourly plan, allowance plans like amount-based allowance, percentage-based allowance, unit-based allowance, period salary plan, one-time payment plans, one-time payment again, amount-based, percentage-based, commission plans, calculated plans, compensation element group, compensation package, all we will learn. Around 17 attributes, 17 components. Again, being an admin or a consultant is recommended to learn all. Of course, a customer from North America might require few plans. A customer from South America may require all the plans. We should be in a position to support all the customers, correct? So that's why we learn all the compensation components. Then after, we'll move on to the compensation segmentation security. What it is. Take an example. A recruitment admin reached out to you and they told, hey, we need a two joining bonus plans to assign for a new hires. But the joining bonus plan access must required only to the recruitment team. Means we only can view, we only can assign, we only can delete this plan from the employee. Nor anyone should not view these plans. So that you can achieve with the help of segmentation security. Restricting the plan assignment, plan visibility only for certain group of people. If you are a recruitment coordinator, you can see the plan, you can assign the plan, you can change the plan, you can delete the plan from the worker, not from the system. But as I'm a HR partner, I cannot view because I don't have access. So this is nothing but segmentation security, granting access to the specific segments, like two allowance plans, which I said. Then after eligibility rules, compensation eligibility rules. Any organization, again, executive people, management people, non-management people. Three different types of people you have. Customer gave a requirement. Only executive employees are eligible for 2,000 US dollars of car allowance. Only executive employees are eligible for 2,000 US dollars of car allowance, which means management, non-management not eligible for the car allowance. Executive employees only eligible for car allowance. So if you hire an employee as an executive member, the car allowance plan should be available to assign. If you promote a manager to executive, the car allowance plan should be available to assign. If you demote an executive to management, the car allowance plan should be removed from the employee because they lost the executive eligibility. So these are controlled by the eligibility rules. Friends. Advantage of learning eligibility rules across all other modules, you are able to get eligibility rules. Reason is the compensation eligibility rule framework remains same for all other modules too. Then after compensation reports. Okay, I have configured all the 17 plans, define the eligibility rules, assign the plans to employees. What is the evidence or a proof? I have configured all the plans as per the Workday standards. I have configured all the plans as per the client requirements. I have configured all the plans without errors. These reports will tell you. We have audit reports. When you run these reports, it will tell you, hey, this plan, this employee eligible, but you have not assigned. This employee not eligible, but you have assigned. Okay? Or certain plans have certain errors. It will clearly guide you to resolve those issues. Not only that, even some budgeted decisions with the help of this compensation report, how much salary is paying employees, region wise, country wise, state wise, location wise, department wise, we can track it. Okay. Then after we'll also do the compensation testing, and then we'll move on to the another topic, which is called security groups. In Workday, you have two types of security groups are available. Okay, two types of security groups. One is domain-based security policies. Another one is business process security policies. What is the difference? Domain-based security policies means it will let you allow to view and modify the data. View or modify. For example, a manager is not allowed to view subordinates' data of birth. If you are a manager, you are not allowed to view your reportees, subordinates' data of birth. It's a sensitive information that I can control with the help of domain-based security policies. Similarly, a HR partner can view the date of birth of any employee, can change the date of birth of any employee. That I can achieve with the help of domain-based security policies. View, view, who can modify. 33,000 plus domains we have, friends. Each and every field you have control in Workday to allow who can view, who should not view. Okay. Then after business process security policies, what it is? Assume I have requested a time of absence or leave of absence or time of request. Okay, let me make it simple. I requested absence for 3 days. It will go for my manager's approval. Now my manager have access to approve my leave, cancel my leave, deny my leave. Okay, or send the request back. Send the request back to me. Hey, Kiran, I can't approve 3 days, but I can approve 2 days. If you see here, who can approve, who can cancel, who can deny, who can send the request back, who can attach the documents, is controlled by the business process security policies. 353 business process we have in Workday. So learning one business process, you are able to configure all the 353 business processes. Same configuration, same framework. Okay. Similarly, the security process. Apart from that, we'll also talk about security group types, configurable security, functional areas, securable items, security policies, how to maintain security permissions, how to configure role-based security groups, customer service center representative, custom security group. Okay, we'll discuss those. And then we'll move on to the chapter 7, which is called business processes. First, we'll have a workflow. Business process is nothing but workflow, friends. A sequence of steps will trigger one after another in a sequential order from the transaction initiation to from the transaction initiation to last step completion step. For example, I want to hire an employee. If I want to hire, I want to assign compensation, I want to capture employee contact, emergency contact information, benefits information, something, cost information, SSN number, Aadhaar number, payment elections. So these are all BPs I'll keep in a sequential order and then I'll initiate it. It's a kind of workflow. So first we'll have business process overview and then we'll talk about business process framework, which includes how to add a plus sign or remove the step and how to control order, step order, parallel in my task order or parallel step order, action types, different action types, optional, all, due date is based on effective date, mass advance, step as completion, all are collectively we will call it as business process framework. We'll learn that framework first with attributes, and then we'll go on to the business process configuration options, which includes action. Okay. So type equal to action, approval, consult approval, review documents, to do, complete questionnaire, checklist, service. Okay. So like that, we have around 15 configuration options we have. So we learn all those configuration options in real-time scenarios. In which scenario we'll use these features, we'll learn those. And then we'll talk about functional areas, securable items, security policies. Okay. So what are the list of functional areas we have? Securable items, security policies we have in Workday. And then, sorry guys, correction. Business plus functionality. I got similar term. So after learning the business plus configuration options, we'll learn business plus functionality like how the business process will trigger one after another sequential order, how this functionality works, how to view the list of business process delivered from Workday, how to view the business process which we included in scope, and how to supervise, and then how to include other business process sub process. Okay, and business process audit reports as well. We will learn those. Okay. Apart from that, well, after we so far what we did is setup related data, guys. Okay, setup related data. Now we are moving on to transaction. This is a sequential order we need to follow when implementing Workday. Sequential order you need to follow to implement Workday. So in the transactions in Workday, so we're going to hire, promote, transfer, demote, termination, initiate separation, and termination will perform all those actions here. Okay. So let's have a look. So first we'll create a pre-hire data, and then we are going to initiate hire process. Before we're going to initiate hire process, we'll run several reports to ensure all our configuration is in sync and working as expected, and we don't land into any errors. What are the best practices before initiate hire process? We'll discuss those. And being a consultant, what are the common mistakes we will do during hire process? We will also learn those. And then we'll initiate hire process. Okay. After completion of hire process, we'll also walk through end-to-end worker data walkthrough. Then after staffing movements, alternatively you can call it as, in fact, technically we will call it as change of process, means promotion, transfer, demotion, data changes. Consolidated we will call it as change of. For example, when you're promoting an employee, employees manager will change, employee organizations will change, employee compensation will be changed, employee position will be changed. What we need to do with the existing position of the employee. There are a lot of other attributes also required. So we'll discuss in detail for each scenario: promotions, demotions, transfers, data changes. And then termination. So before initial termination, we need to do certain configuration, like I will call it as termination configuration package, like configuring voluntary, involuntary termination reasons, local country specific termination reasons if required, notice period eligibility rules, maintain notice periods, initiate termination process, post termination challenges, how to process a severance payment for a terminated employee. Okay, all will be discussed here. And sometimes once employee initiate termination, employee want to take the resignation back, how to handle that, adjust the termination dates also we'll discuss. And then apart from that, we will also talk about advanced business process configuration options. I'm supposed to explain here itself, which includes how to create condition rule, maintain condition rule, maintain step delay, validations, configure notifications, system notifications with custom notifications, and conditional notifications, step level override, configure considered approval, routing restrictions. All these 9 attributes are very, very important. Okay. We're going to learn the attributes here, interview specific, in fact. And then we'll also talk about advanced business process events. As I said, this document is high level, bear with me. I'm not listed here. So advanced business process events means, so we are humans, right? Sometimes we do mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly. Majority of the issues unknowingly. How to handle in such scenarios? For that, Workday has given solutions called advanced business process events, which includes correction, cancel, resigned, mass cancel, mass resigned, reassign, manage business process worker, mass operations management called MOM, and finally delegations. These 9 objects also we will discuss with real-time scenarios. Okay, so this is about Workday Core HR. Before we move on to the reporting and integrations, let me hold here on here your side. Any questions or any examples I can help you?
I just wanted to check, is Workday HCM considered an upgraded or more advanced version of SAP SuccessFactors module?
Such question, ma'am. You mean you are comparing Workday with SuccessFactors?
Yes, I'm just curious to know.
So I think so. I have friends from Oracle Fusion, SuccessFactors, and of course Workday is my second technology. So honestly speaking, SuccessFactors may have their client base. Workday has their own client base. Comparison wise, since I have not get a chance to work on SuccessFactors, I don't have much idea on that. But if you ask me, the customer side, Workday targeted 500 Fortune companies, in which 60% of the companies they are using Workday. You can take pharma, or you can take retail, you can take oil industry, okay? You can service industry, any industry. 60% of Fortune 500 companies are with Workday. I'm talking about only first 500. If you take 1,000, Workday is already covered globally. Majority of the companies they're using Workday. Why? The reason is, as I said, if you guys remember the updates, every 6 months, Workday would like to hear from the customers. What is our current HR challenges? And they will bring the solutions and release in their updates. That's why majority of the customers are stick with Workday. Okay. Not only that, whenever the new technology, for example, the latest thing is artificial intelligence. Workday adopting that as well. They do have a chatbot called Workday Assistant, well-designed chatbot. It's a free of cost. Anyhow, I'm gonna cover that in our session. Workday releasing a artificial intelligence integrating with this chatbot, integrating with the Teams and Slack as well. Okay, they're trying to simplify, automate the processes. Uh, Coming to success factors, not sure what is the client base. Middle East definitely they use success factors because oil and gas they will support from SAP side. Not sure I gave the right answer for you, ma'am. But this is what Workday. Another thing is it delivered integration packages. For instance, a customer wants to go with payroll with ADP. Workday delivered integration package, plug and play. This end I have Workday. I have my integration. I link directly with the ADP and populate what are the fields I need. It's easy it is. And well advanced tools within a short period of time. Global implementations also we can do with Workday. So did I answer your question at
And
least partly?
yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
And
also
success factors, see, some of my friends are from success factors. So whenever we meet, right, we'll have a discussion. So what I heard from them side, they want to learn Workday. That's what they said. But when I ask the reason, they're not comparing the technology, they're comparing the opportunities. Workday said more opportunities. Workday said pay is good. Workday side clients are more. That's what I heard from them. Yeah.
Yeah, makes
Sorry, sir.
sense.
Someone asked me a question.
yeah,
Go on,
partially.
please.
Kiran.
Yeah.
Is there integration between SAP, HCM, and Workday?
Yes, sir. Why not? My current client, they're using end to end. If I hire an employee in Workday, employee should go and sit in SAP application as well. The reason is slowly they're deprecating SAP application, but
Hmm.
currently they're using for payroll run purpose in SAP. So any data managed we maintain in Workday should go to the SAP system, and client is slowly few countries they are removing. We are only working on that project. So overall, everything will manage and maintain within Workday itself. We have delivered integration, sir. Not only delivered, even the customer has a unique requirements with the well-versed tools in Workday, we can configure. Yeah.
Oh,
And prior to Workday, by the way, I am also SAP consultant. Of course, my tenure is very less in that time. Around 2 year, 8 months, I was in SAP. I started my career in IT. As I said, 15 years of experience in Workday, in which near 13 is 12.8 in Workday, 2.2 in SAP, 2.2, 2.8 in SAP. So majority of the SAP clients already moved and moving to Workday. User interfaces are good, quick and fast, access anywhere in the world. Mobile application also Workday delivered. Access Workday application anywhere in the world. Helpful for manager self-service, employee self-service, admins. Of course, we are consultants. Mobile doesn't help us for us. If you want to configure, you must log into Workday through laptop or desktop.
Hey, hi, Kiran. Sorry to interrupt you, but
No,
uh, but is it the SAP similar to Workday or Workday is similar to SAP? Do you mean?
both are different, sir.
Okay.
SAP is different. Workday is completely different. I'll give a simple example. I don't know success factors. I didn't get a chance to work. But SAP, when you ask me to compare, for example, in SAP, each and every transaction code, each and every program name, we have to remember, correct?
yes.
PC 10 tables,
Mm-hmm.
clusters, I think, right? PCL1, PCL2, PCL3, and program names, everything you need to remember. But here, Workday simplified. Create supervisor organization, edit supervisor organization, view supervisor organization. Tasks are very easy to remember. No transaction codes, no programming required to learn. In fact, they simplified in a way, even technical knowledge, also IT knowledge, technical knowledge is not required. A general HR also able to learn this application. That's how they designed it.
Okay. I just wanted to know, like I'm working in IT since for last 4 years, and right now I'm working as a senior business analyst. But I was just about
Oh,
to curious to workday. So
yeah.
that's why I asked the question. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, sir. It definitely is suitable for you. So if you ask me in one word who is for whom it is not suitable, people, anyone is freshers, 1 year. For them, it may not. The reason is freshers opportunities are very few. I'm not saying completely, guys. Opportunities are there, but very few. We have to force ourselves to show at least 2 years of experience or 3 years of experience minimum, though you are in different technology. Okay. Allow me one moment. Sorry, logistics I will explain, and then we'll spend the rest of the time on your queries. So far we discussed the topics, right? What we are going to provide? We are going to provide recordings, daily session recordings. Okay, so that you can go to the recordings and you can revisit whenever you want. Okay, it's a lifetime. It is. There's no limitation. And we'll also give you certification materials, class notes which I created. Activities also we will give you. For example, one chapter you completed, then I will give you an activity, a real-time requirement project. I expect you need to configure the data based on the requirement document I have given to you. Okay. And I will review the data if you want to, or if you run into any errors also, I will help you to troubleshoot. Each and every chapter I'll give the requirement. Apart from that, once we complete 3 chapters, I'll come up with 30 questions without answers. Expectations, you have to give the answers. Okay, it will help you before you're moving on to the 4th chapter, what you have learned so far. Okay, and it also help you for interview preparations. And we'll go
Kiran,
with
one more question. Sorry to interrupt you.
please. No
We'll
worries.
also get access to Workday.
24 into 7, sir.
Okay, okay. So just for the
You'll get that
preparation purpose,
access.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
24 into 7, you'll get the workday access, no limitations. In fact, if you want to explore other modules also, you can watch. It's a super user access. No
Okay.
limitations.
Okay.
How
Okay.
Yeah.
long that will be valid?
Sorry, sir. How
How
long
long
it
the
is?
process will be valid?
Okay, that's a very important point. I want organizer to answer this. Normally, course 2 months they will give, sir. We'll try to complete this course in 40 hours. Okay, rest of the 20 days is for practice because I will give the certification projects. Okay, the actual time I want or I request align with the organizer, please check with the organizer. Or another session, I will quickly check and confirm. Yeah.
Sure.
So once we
Either.
complete three jobs, uh, would you
Yeah,
mind? Can
how
I
it,
request
yeah,
you?
yeah, okay.
Sorry, go on. Go on, please.
Yeah, how AI can replace is something ఏదైనా AI రిప్లేస్మెంట్ వస్తే ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుందా ఈ రోల్స్ కి కానీ
No, sir. See, I will answer that. It's not a one-line answer. Scenarios we will discuss. Give me a few minutes, please. I'll come back to your question. Okay. So where I'm, yeah. So we'll go with the three-step process, friends. For example, if I complete this chapter, I will come up with first we'll understand what are the definitions of supervisor organization, what are the prerequisite required for supervisor organization, what are the next steps to configure after supervisor organization, how to test the data, whatever you have configured. And then I'll come with a real-time requirement. Based on the requirement, we'll understand and configure the data, and then we'll validate and test the configurations, whether it's working as expected or not. So the three-step process we will go. Understand the topic, understand the requirement, configure the requirement, test the requirement. The three-step process will apply. At the end of the sessions, I will also provide two projects, moderate, complex. So you should be in a position, when I give those documents, you should be in a position with that requirement, you should configure all these chapters. Okay? If you're able to configure all these chapters, trust me, you are ready for the interviews, you are ready for the live system. Okay? That's how I will give the requirement. End of the sessions. Apart from that, 100 and 150 interview questions we will give. I have a strong belief 70% of the questions may come from that. But for that, I know I'm not giving answers, guys. That also I'm telling. I'm giving the questions only. Why I'm not giving answers? If I give answer, it's a one-line answer for you. That doesn't help in interviews. Whenever they explain, they will assess you whether you really worked in the Workday application, how to find the task, how to navigate it, what actions you can see, what is the dependency. If you're not able to see the task, what could be the reason? That's what they will ask. So first, I don't give any answer. I want you guys want to explore the answers for these questions for a week or 2 weeks, and then I will release the key. If anyone still would like to explore, not finding the answers, that's how I will help you out also. And we will also give you resume preparations. Sample resumes. Based on that, you can build your resume. We'll review and share with you so that you can post it. Okay, that's how we will support. I also this time we discussed with the organizer, we aligned on that. With this time, no hiccups. Everyone will get the help and support on that thought. Yeah. So maybe if you can 5 minutes, I'll complete quickly this also integration part, and then full time will spend on your query. After completion of all these chapters, I might require 24 sessions. Sometimes it depends on your questions, the number of errors we resolved, maybe plus or minus 3 more sessions required. Okay. So 24 to 27 sessions required to complete core HR. And then we'll move on to integrations. So what we're going to learn here? Reporting. So far we configured, right? Now we need to fetch the report data. So here we learn reporting overview first. What are the types of reports we have? Difference between simple report, advanced report, convert simple report, advanced report, simple report components like field. What are the fields? Objects, data sources, filters, subfilters, share, advanced, notifications, tags. Okay, like that we have. It's TAG tag, not tags. Okay, all that we'll discuss. Report writer overview, how to develop a simple report, advanced report, cal fields. Nowadays, major of the people are asking. 33,000 workday delivered fields we have in workday. It could be more. Sometimes when you're working on reporting, right, these fields may not be suitable for the clients. Then what we can do is you can create calculated fields. Okay, with the help of that fields, you can achieve the requirement. Okay, that also we will learn. Then aggregation based on primary and secondary business objects, data source and securities, how report field security levels, report management security domains. To make it simple, security related to the reports. How to schedule a report, how to run the report manually, how to define the recipients to send the report automatically the copy, how to develop a matrix reports. Also, we will learn. Okay, with real-time scenarios, I will come up with three types of reports: easy, moderate, complex. Okay, for some reports, workday data field doesn't suitable. That scale fields need to be configured. How to configure those also will do. Scenario specific. And then we'll also learn connector. Okay, connectors or core connectors or packaged integrations. If you want to send any data from Workday to the third-party vendor, with the help of connectors, we can send like a benefit data sharing to a MetLife or a Exabupa, okay, or sending payroll data to a ADP, or sending time data to the Kronos, or sending recruitment data to the any recruitment systems. We can use these core connectors. So here we'll go with the business object worker, the real-time scenario, integration architecture overview, integration cloud connect, integration system templates, how to enable the templates, how to hide the fields, how to enable the fields which are required, modify the field names. Okay. What is core connector business object worker? Integration services in core connector. Change detection, it is not detection, typo is detection. If there is any change in the worker, your core connector should be in a position to detect and take a call to send or not based on our configuration. So change reaction provision core connectors, integration business processes. Integration also required business process. Reports also might require business process. The reason is firing the integration, putting the and applying the what do you call the key password to open the file. Okay, retention policies. How many days the file should be retained? So everything, and what is the destination server? It is FTP, SFTP, or an email, or some other application. We will cover here. Okay, with real-time scenarios. Then after inbound EIB stands for Enterprise Interface Builder. Enterprise Interface Builder, EIB. So here we will learn EIB overview, EIB design pattern, EIB limitations, Workday Public Web Services overview, developing a report as a service RAS, like with the help of EIB, you can send out the report output, transform the report output as well. How to develop an inbound EIB to load transactional data into Workday, how to develop an outbound EIB to send an EIB data or report data to the external vendors or systems, how to CRT, customer report transformations, EIB features, limitations of EIB, how to load customer transactional data into Workday by using inbound EIB. In one line, I will tell you, if you want to hire 1,000 employees, 10,000 employees, even 1 lakh employees, if you want to terminate mass group of employees, you want to change compensations, ongoing mass changes, we can achieve with the help of EIBs. Apart from this, as I said, we will also going to be cover Workday deployment methodology, change release management as well. Those are required additional 3 hours. Yeah. And apart from that, there are 2 more tools, guys, integrations, advanced integrations, Apache and Studio. Studio is highly complex. Honestly speaking, even I don't know Studio. I know what are the components we can use, which scenarios we will use, but I have not got an opportunity. Sorry, Not opportunity means I am not interested because my primary language to functional. So those two are required certain codings, PHP and studio integrations. Okay. So now this is called techno-functional course. So core HR we are learning. After learning core HR, if anyone would like to upskill yourself only in functional, maybe you can choose payroll or benefits if required. I don't recommend, okay, because you're spending money and time here. I want you to go into the market with the help of these skills, get into the job, and then upskill yourself on advanced module. Okay. So when you focus on, I will learn all the modules, then I will go to the job, never ending process. Okay. So these are sufficient in the current market to get into, post, get into that, upskill yourself. Don't stop learning. Keep learning all advanced modules. Okay. Sir, coming back to your question. So artificial intelligence, right? Would you mind? Could you repeat the question if you don't mind?
Yes, sir. ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఏదైనా వస్తే ఈ జాబ్స్ కి ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుందా?
Ah, coming to that, sir. Sir, at least in Workday side, this is not, there is no such thing. Okay. Artificial AI tool Workday is integrating with the Workday Assistant. How that is helpful, I will tell you. So they're planning to enable voice enablement. You tell me how many employees we can hire employee for which position? Position number 002. What is the effective date? This doesn't help, sir. At least for this one, we saw the demo. Okay, Workday sir, we saw the demo. But definitely there is not going to be, I feel personally, not a big value add. So whatever they're bringing into AI. There is no job impact, at least for Workday side. Okay? At least for Workday side, there is no job impact. People are saying AI is an impact for IT means, I will give you some examples. Some of my friends who is working in Steel.net or some Python codings, the AI able to generate the code. I don't know. That's what I heard from them. You can copy and paste it there. Those are simplified. For that also we need resource. But this is ERP, never ending process. Once they implement, till the company stands, they need this application. So in my having my 15 years of experience in IT, this is not going to be threat to Workday at least. Yeah. Because with AI, they cannot do anything in ERP. They may simplify certain processes. Okay. But they cannot remove completely human involvement here. That's my assessment. Second thing, you may think like maybe because of course we are saying this. My humble request, go to the LinkedIn, Indeed, Naukri, or any other job portals. Just put work there. Just put work there. Look into the opportunities. Apply filter based on country you're working, either you're from Canada, if you're from US, or you're from UK, or you're India, Singapore, whatever. Put the job opportunities and compare with other jobs. There will be a lot of opportunities for work there now in the market. Even in the corona time, we have not got the bonus. That's the only stop, but there is no job threat. The opportunities are increased actually. Okay. That's the demand of web applications. But don't go with my words. Kindly look into the LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very good because a lot of opportunities people are companies are posting into that. So you can see there. Yeah. Did I answer your question, sir?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Go on, please.
Yeah, sir, I just asked you a question about the job profile and positions that we can
I'm
apply
so
once.
sorry. Yeah, some of you
That's okay.
posted here.
Yeah.
I'm coming to that. Sorry, ma'am. Thank you for reminding. I'm going to that question. Yeah. So what are the job profiles position that we can apply for once we complete the sessions? Right, ma'am. HR system analyst, HR admin, consultant, business analyst, okay, ERP IT operations. Like, see, overall, based on the company, the position title they will post. Okay. Majorly, we are into HR ITs, right? We can see HR systems analyst. So those are the maximum titles we can say. Or product owner. If an expert is in one of the module, product owner, HCM, product owner, security, product owner, compensation. Okay, like that. IT system analyst, HR system analyst, HR systems itself. They're the common thing we can see. Consultant.
But how can we go for business analyst positions because we are entirely working for Workday? So how
Workday.
would that be connected?
Right. So when we will go, for example, you're working for a client called Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Walmart already have a Workday.
Mm-hmm.
So now, recently they acquired a company. Okay, XYZ
Mm-hmm.
company they acquired. Now they want to bring that company also into uh, Workday. So now you act as a business analyst with the acquisition company. You are the person who is going to make them understand what is Workday, what data you need from them to your team to configure Workday application. This is a business analyst role, ma'am. Understand the business and do the as is analysis. Okay. And list out the challenges, if any, find out alternate solutions and start implementing product. So this is also that's why business analyst roles also we have in Workday side. Not only that, architect, system architects. Our friend asked a question: can we send data Workday to this SAP? Who will do? Who will do this? Who will control this? Architects. If I do any change in Workday, does it impact in SAP? Does it impact in Salesforce? Does it impact in ServiceNow? Does it impact in XYZ application? So solution architect roles also we have. Okay.
But there should be some thing of Workday, right? Like it should have Workday
Definitely.
in it.
No, no.
What
And
do you
at the end Workday, we have the
Okay.
knowledge. Okay, right? Either you are in a position to configure them, it depends on your interest and the position you apply, or you are in a position to advisory. Advisory means, so you are an architect, a new change will come to you. Since you have Workday
Mhm.
knowledge, you will check, does this
Mhm.
attribute or segment will impact any other applications or not? You will initiate the discussion with other module leads, and then you will design solution. So, so always prefer hands-on experience roles, guys, in Workday. Okay, why I'm
Okay.
saying this is the system can continue long last. Okay, so try to be in hands-on roles. Means you are the person who configure on Workday. Yeah. Though we have advisory roles, solution architect roles, BA roles. Yeah. Did I answer
Sure.
your
Thank
question,
you.
ma'am? Or any
Yes,
follow-up?
yes. Yeah, sure. You answered the question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So some of the questions we should familiar in Excel formulas. One of my highly um, drawback for me is this only. Having an Excel formula definitely help, ma'am, but not mandatory. When it is helpful, when you are working on mass data loads, especially during EIBs, right? EIBs. For example, a customer told you, change the compensation for this 2000 employees. This is online word they will tell. We are in Workday, we need to inform them or we need to ask them, hey, that doesn't sufficient. Tell me, give me the 1500 employees IDs. 1500 employee first name, last name. What are the current salaries? What are the proposed new salaries? What is the difference amount? What is the currency? What is the frequency? What is the effective date of the compensation change? Why? What is the reason you want to change the compensation? All this data we need to ask. After asking this data, they will give an Excel sheet, simply an Excel sheet. You to frame the data, copy the data in a row wise, put the data in the EAB wherever required, and then validate your EAB file with your customer provided data with the help of VLOOKUP. It should be true or false, something like that. If it is true, then proceed to load the data. I mean, validate the data in the system and then load the data. For that, if you fall here, if you're taking an EAB role If you're working on mass data loads, then definitely having not all the formulas, guys. Only VLOOKUP is sufficient. Lookup, replace, count. These things are sufficient. Okay, ma'am? Yeah. The next question. We'll be covering all of this SCM function session. No, sir, only session class only. So practically we'll start from once, organizer will reach out to each one of you to take your feedback based on your availability. Once we kick in the regular sessions, I'm going to start configure. Interesting one. Mr. Naren asked, any certifications are mandatory to apply for the job? Sir, till 2015, 10 years back, 9 years back, certification is high demand, sir. That's true. Reason is when you certified, you have implementer access. And you can certify only through the implementation partners like Accenture, Deloitte, KPMG, IBM, so on so. Was is mandatory. No, no, not at all. Now subject matters. Why? Because more than implementation partners, customers opportunities are more. Product-based company opportunities are more. Even boutique Workday consulting companies also that they are also not looking for Workday certification. It's not mandatory at all. Okay, if you can properly give the answers during interviews, prove yourself in the subject wise, that will be more sufficient. Certification not mandatory. Okay, kindly don't go with my words. Go to the job portal. You might see that lost. Preferably having certification is preferable, not mandatory. A word you can see, not mandatory at all. Okay, whatever here we are learning for 40 days, people are learning in certification exam for 4 days. 5th day they will give an exam. Yeah,
Kiran, one question here.
please.
You are not going to onboard the studio, but as you suggested, I have referred the Naukri and Monster.
Hmm.
In chat, they are asking about the studio also. How can you manage?
Coming to that point, sir. As I said, once you learn this topic, sir, all these topics, get into the jobs. Okay, 3+ years, 2+ years. These are
Okay.
sufficient to get into the job. Okay. No, I'm looking for high package or I'm looking for more challenging complex role. I request people who are going through functional add one advanced module can be benefits, payroll, or absence. One module added. People going for integration, add studio. And studio, instead of studio page, I strongly recommend studio is going to terminate that one, sir. The reason is it's very tough to manage and maintain the data coming from studio for Workday people also. The service level agreement only studio minimize use. Whenever, so what, why studio we need is
I can't hear you.
no, I'm typing. This either of the tool not met the requirement, then only we need to go with studio. Okay. Either the requirement not met, then only we go with the studio. Directly, if you go and tell the client, I will do this, I will do this in studio, billing here for studio. We need to answerable for Workday. Why? You can achieve the same requirement here. Why you choose studio? Okay, a lot of escalations actually. So what happened? I will tell you. Measure the consulting companies to generate the billing. I'm so sorry if anyone here. That's the truth. To generate the consulting billing, you know, right? Everyone knows that. That's how they will charge. We'll get salaries. For studio, they will show more. Everyone easily say, this I can achieve with studio. I will develop with studio. But Workday not recommending this. Try to achieve only with this. If not, these are not matching the requirement, then only go studio. And if you want to learn studio, you must be familiar with XSLT. XML coding, sir.
Okay.
You need to replace the Workday text to these codings. Mandatory. Only for this tool. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And our friends said, do you need programming knowledge for studio? Of course, sir. XSL to XML, the minimum one is required, sir. Not Python, .NET, those are not required.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah. So also what I suggest, learning is never ending, guys. Learning is never ending. Okay?
Okay.
Once you learn this, getting into Workday job is easy. Okay? It's easy. Sustaining in Workday job is not easy. Okay? Getting into job is easy. For one position, the competition is less. The more you prove technically, you will get opportunity. That's why one of the persons hold more than one or two offers always. Once you step in, you need to continue the same. Dedicatedly, you have to work and upskill yourself. Why I'm saying sustainable, not easy means in 30 minutes interview, 1 hour interview, the 150 questions I gave, right? That is enough to get into the job. But once you're there, sorry guys, network drop. Can you hear me now? Am I?
Yes.
So what I'm saying, getting to Workday job is easy. Once you go there, right, we need to keep upskill, add a new module, add more like that. Recruitment experience will work in the future for the Workday consultant. Obviously, ma'am. That definitely add a value. Okay. So in recruitment, finding an employee, um, organizing interviews, move the employee to job application, release the offer letter, and hire the employee. From hire to termination, we are learning. So you have both modules expertise. That really helps. Even people who serve non-IT background are also easy to learn, but it is additional focus, practice, all. Yeah. Any other questions I can help, guys?
Yes, Kiran. This is related to personal. Okay. Actually, I have 10 plus
Hmm.
years of experience at HCM. Now I'm thinking to change the platform to Workday. Is it work out?
How many years you mentioned, sir?
10 years of experience in SAP HCM.
10 only, right?
Yeah.
It sounds for me 30. That's why I'm a bit. 10 years is fine, sir.
Mm-hmm.
10 years is fine. So it
Okay.
falls into still in the mid range. Okay, mid level. So not at all problem. Not at all problem.
Okay.
People who are in US, even you have 20, 30 also, hourly jobs, contract jobs are all already available. They pay more regular jobs. People who are in India, 20 years and above, workday jobs are few. The reason is 20 and above when you mentioned, right? All are senior manager director jobs are. There are very few. That also I'm telling.
That is what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
But you need to reduce the experience and show if required. Sorry,
And right,
tell me.
to manage or not. No, that is
Uh,
experience wise I'm seeing. So if we have the 10 years of experience, so it will become senior position. Okay. We
Position is
have,
senior only. Senior position. Yeah.
yeah, but we have the less experience in workday. Are they considered to take
Uh,
experienced people
no,
for
no,
work?
no. No, no, no. I will tell you. I will tell you. So everyone's majority of the people have same question. Where, how do you start workday? How do you switch to workday? Don't worry. We have proper plan for that. Maybe organizer will explain everything, each one of you. For such query, to answer your question high level, sir, we need to showcase 2, 3 years you already worked within the client. Okay. The whom you're working, they already have workday or they move to workday. You did a cross-functional training, internal training, and you supported the project and gained the 3 years of experience. Like that, we have to tell. Okay. So this case can be different to people to people. Some people may have
Mhm.
gaps. Some people might be testing side. Some of you might be coding side. So this case to case is different. That personal we will discuss. Yeah. So there we need to convince. Definitely we need to convince the your interviewer. So that is case to case different. I will talk to that. If any other personal questions also, don't worry at all. You can call to the organizer. He will take me into the conference. We two will help you out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And my humble request. So majority of us, we will see our friends are doing in Workday, or one of our family member are working in Workday, or maybe you have done your own explorations and then you want to move to Workday, or maybe working in ERP, want to move to Workday. Kindly, all of you, kindly go to the job, LinkedIn and other applications, see the demand, guys. Okay, then only you can take a call. Yeah. Okay. I have not bored you guys. But thank you so much for bearing me, my network. Any other questions I can have?
Hi, Kiran.
Kiran, one last question. Like, are we going to have this call,
No?
like session every day, or is this just a weekend batch if we are going to move
So,
forward?
every day, sir. We are
Sorry?
planning to have sessions every day, sir. Every day, 1 hour. Every day,
Okay,
one
okay,
hour.
okay,
Okay. Except during weekends, Saturday, Sunday, no. 1 or 2 sessions we'll plan Saturday, Sunday. If you think we are not aligned to the schedule, we are a little back of the schedule, I may request we'll have 1 or 2 weekend sessions. That's all. Yeah.
okay.
A
Will be the
1 hour
same time.
session, however, preferably yes, ma'am. We are aiming same time, 8 to 9. Of course, if it is more than 9, also I'm happy to address the question 30 minutes extra, not a problem. 1.5 hour also. 1 hour session. If anyone have any questions, I will spend time to clarify. So what happens next is my organizer will reach out to you. Let him know your available time. Okay, he will give the slots. Let him know the available time. Accordingly, we will all plan and we'll have a session. Okay. What is expected? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. You mentioned it's really very helpful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope I clarified all your questions. However, if any question, do let me know, friends. And ma'am, one of our friend asked, what is the salary expected? Okay. So compensations, entry level. Oh my God, network is unstable. So entry level, even it is a fresher I'm talking about, entry level is starting from 12 lakhs. Mid level, okay. Mid level, if you say, I mean, not in mid, consultant, if you can say, it stands from 18 lakhs to 25 lakhs, ma'am. The person who is having 5 years of experience. I'm not taking Workday, overall 5 years of experience, having 2 years of experience in Workday also. Okay, 18 to 25. The mid level is, can be stands 25 to 35, 33. Senior positions, the maximum you can take if you're senior manager role. If it is a consulting company, 50, 45 to 50. If it is a product-based company, 60 and above. Okay, these are why I'm confident on the numbers, because we are in the discussions, and I have my juniors, I have my mid-level people, I'm a senior, my seniors. I know the package since I'm into Workday compensation, so I'm telling these numbers. Yeah,
Kiran, I have a doubt.
please tell me, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, so you mentioned regarding the experience, right? Like we need to show experience, then only we can
Mm.
get the job. So my doubt is, let's say if my company, is nowhere dealing with Workday and designation, in my current role nowhere matches with Workday, then in this case, how will this work out? You know,
What is um, your intention on it, sir?
I can't hear you.
Sorry. You're into IT or non-IT?
Non-IT.
Non-IT. Okay. How many years of experience you have so far?
6 years.
6 years. Perfect. Super match. Okay. So what happens in this case, sir? This I want to talk personally because some people may not like the solution. I mean, the answer. Some people, it might, that's the only solution I have to follow also. Right? What's your name? Would you mind?
Manikantan.
Manikant. Okay. Okay. So we have to showcase that experience. Your title will change, your experience will change, your roles will change, responsibility will change, everything will change. That help organizer will do that. Organizer will do that. Okay. So just high level I told. Maybe anyone have such queries. Okay. Don't hesitate. Call the organizer. We both get into the call. We'll tell you like the process. Is it
Right.
fine, sir?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you. So sometimes, why I'm saying this word here is sometimes everyone is honest, everyone is genuine and all. Situations force us to do something. That's how, I mean, IT is like that. Yeah. Will help you out.
Yeah, got it. Also, I have another question. Like, are we provided with, real-time tasks, like after covering every chapter, similar
100%.
to what we get to do when we are into production?
100%, sir. That's my assurance. That's why everyone complete the topics in 15 days, where
Uh,
I need 27 days
Even
on one.
sorry to interrupt, but as sir says that are we going to cover the scenario based question? So I just have one question. Like, do Workday have sandbox environment before going
Of
anything into
course,
the
of course.
production?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why not, sir? So we have tenant
Okay,
management. Oh, I didn't mention that during my overview. Sorry. I mean, I'm going to
okay,
cover that during our deployment methodology session. So we have, sir, production tenant, sandbox preview tenant, implementation one, implementation two, implementation one for development, implementation two for integration testing, sandbox preview, customer central. These are the six tenants every customer will get by default if they go for license with Workday, sir. Okay. The
okay.
UAT
And
will happen in the
based
sandbox.
on
Yeah.
this, okay, okay.
Uh,
So if anything is going into the production, so will that be the responsibility for the Workday consultant only to test the application and then move it to the deployment?
Depends, sir. Depends. See,
Oh, okay,
I strongly recommend, if I'm a project manager, I strongly suggest or request engage the requester during the testing because there is the issue, they have issue, they are asking a change, they need to test it. Engage them. Okay. But sometimes what happened due to HR operation team always busy. They may ask us, you only do the testing, send me the screenshots, I will give you the UAT. So both scenarios also I have
okay,
seen. Both scenarios I have seen.
okay.
Process, if you ask, the person who asked us to work, they should test it. Yeah.
Got it, got it.
So we'll talk about that during my deployment methodology session. Testing is one of the unique topic. How to get test cases, what is the source to test cases, how to run the test cases, how to document the test cases. We'll discuss all. Yeah. So going back to our
Yep, yep.
previous question our friend asked. Yeah, thank you. Sir, this is how I'll come up with the real-time scenarios. You see what you're seeing on the screen is this is my class document, our class document, sorry. Based on this, I'm going to configure the data. Okay. Based on this, I'll configure the data. After configuring the data, requirement gathering data, let's say, I'm going to give you this data to everyone. I will expect everyone should configure. It's more information, more organization. Like this, all these chapters, whatever I have listed, right, sir? Here, we are going to give. Not only that, interview questions as well. My humble request, practice, learn questions, and the questions when I ask, try to answer the questions when I'm asking because I always start with questions. Okay, that's how we have to learn, right? And you get confidence also when you're giving answers. Yeah. Okay. Did I answer your question?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Some of you might have personal questions, career-related questions. If such things are there, you can take, because of the personal, I don't want to let you to discuss here. Session is recording. And also, whenever you want to discuss a personal question, though we start a regular, tell me, hey, Kiran, I have a personal question, stop the recording. I'll stop it. Don't mention your job, don't mention your client, don't mention your company names. Because these are recording, friends. These will be shared with you guys for lifetime. So some of you might heard those, may hear all those. So to avoid that. Okay. So if any personal questions, call to the organizer. We will help you out. Clarify. So though it is Sunday, everyone has joined and supported. Thank you so much actually for your time. So any other questions I can help? Last minute questions, if any. Okay.
One
Thank you for
last
staying.
question, Kiran.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a last
Please.
question from my side.
No worries, sir. No
Actually,
worries,
right
please.
now there is a gap in my tenure now, and it would be
Mm.
like for 3-4 months.
Right.
So yeah,
Months. It's not a deal at all, sir. I thought,
yeah, like
yeah.
from December till now.
Mm. My organizer will help you on that, sir. Maybe may I know your name, please?
Dinesh.
Dinesh and Manikantan. Okay. So, not only our friends, everyone, guys. Sir, we'll call you, okay, directly. Organizer will call, or you call the organizer. We will get into the call. We'll help you out. Don't worry,
Sure,
sir.
Kiran, sure.
We are there from 2013 onwards in the training. We have seen all type of experience. That's why I'm only speaking here. So how to resolve those issues, we will discuss. We have our plan. The only thing was
Yes,
stay
Kiran.
strong, support on that part. That's all. Yeah. Okay. With that, is that okay? We can hold for today, friends. Okay. I'm
Yes,
taking
Kiran,
this
I'm
as.
good from my side. Yes.
Thank you so much for your valuable time and weekend you gave this 1.5 hour time almost on the session. Thank you so much. Please take care and stay safe, guys. Yeah. Have a good day.
Thanks a lot. Same to
Good.
yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.